Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Steve Percy from Sprint Networks. So welcome to our secure remote working solution powered by Fortinet. So today I'm joined by Kay Kang, who's the Technical Operations Manager for Sprint Networks. So thank you, Kay. Thanks a ton for joining us. And today, just like every other Friday, we've got a great attendance. So thanks a ton to everyone for joining in. So today I'll be doing a little bit of intro about our remote working solution, and then I'll pass it on to Kay, who'll be doing the actual demo itself. So without any further ado, let's get started. So just a few housekeeping rules. We'll have a Q&A session at the end. So if you've got any questions, please pop it into the chat window. From there, we'll pick it up. And if you want to find out more about our products and services, please visit our website, which is sprintnetworks.com.au. And one final request that we have for all of you is to go social with the hashtag SNRemote, because at the end of the day, we just want to create as much awareness as we can about this product. So let's get started. So in today's world, in these times, when it comes to remote working, it is plagued by three major challenges. So what are they? So one is basically the lack of proper endpoint security. So what exactly is endpoint security? Well, I'll come to that in a bit. The second one is the lack of a proper management tool. And the third one is the lack of secure access to your HQ or data center. So let's see how our solution actually gets around these three major problems or challenges. So what exactly is endpoint security? Well, endpoint security is the practice of securing endpoints or entry points of user end devices, such as desktops, laptops, and mobile devices from being exploited by malicious actors and campaigns. Endpoints are frequently the target of initial compromise or attacks. One recent study found that 30% of breaches involved malware being installed on endpoints. So the second major challenge is the lack of a proper management tool. Now let's assume your IT department wants to manage multiple users and also monitor the entire network. Well, apart from that, how can they assign security profiles? Without a proper management tool, this is going to be a long and arduous process. And thirdly, the third major challenge is the lack of secure access to your HQ or data center. So how can we get around these problems? Well, that's where we come in with our solution. So our remote working solution takes these three challenges and takes them on head on and solves them to provide the greatest value to all types of businesses. So when it comes to ensuring endpoint security, FortiClient strengthens endpoint security through integrated visibility, control, and proactive defense. With the ability to discover, monitor, and assess endpoint risks, you can ensure endpoint compliance, mitigate risks, and reduce exposure. Apart from that, Fortinet proactively defends against advanced attacks. Its tight integration into the security fabric enables policy-based automation to contain threats and control outbreaks. Remember the second challenge that I talked about, which was the lack of a proper management tool. So how do we at Sprint Networks get around this problem? Well, FortiClient EMS enables scalable and centralized management of multiple endpoint devices. It can be used in a security fabric to provide visibility across the network. To securely share information and assign security profiles to endpoints, there is no solution better than the FortiClient solution. So what was the third one that I talked about? So that was the lack of secure access to your HQ or data center. So how do we get around that problem? Well, with Fortinet solution, secure access to your HQ or data center can be built either through secure IPsec tunnels or SSL VPN protocols. This secures the traffic between the end user and HQ and prevents man-in-the-middle attacks and zero-day attacks. So, in a nutshell, this solution is what your business needs. If you're running a small or a medium business, or even if it's a large-scale enterprise, ensuring endpoint security will be very crucial to ensuring customer success at the end of the day. So no other solution in my mind comes even close to the Fortinet solution when it comes to what is offered by the solution. So the power to manage your endpoint security from a single dashboard, all managed from the cloud, which also allows secure access to your HQ or data center. This is one good solution, and it doesn't get better than this one. So that's enough talking. Let me get my friend Kay Kang onto the webinar. So Kay will be doing the demo itself. So Kay, whenever you're ready, the stage is all yours.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Hello, everyone. I'm Kay from Sprint Networks. Welcome to our weekly live webinar today. A beautiful Friday today. Let me share the screen first. All right. Okay, that's good. So many employees around the world are required to work remotely, as we know where, for the current pandemic situation. The employees access to corporate resources through the internet from home or a cafe or even from public transport. Many companies guide employees to use just the VPN type connections to access to the corporate resources. They are less concerned about endpoint security. Some companies might provide remote workers commercial type antivirus program like a McAfee or a Symantec in order to protect the user PCs. There are no proper ways to apply the identical company security policies to end users with a centralized management base. Companies can't track how end users are applying the company's security policy or features on their user PCs, or even whether end users are protected properly or not from cyber attacks. End user PC could be compromised from many different kinds of threats coming from the internet, like a virus, malware, or a malicious website. In consequences, personal or business data stored on user PCs could be lost or damaged, or data could be leaked and reused from cybercrime. Sprint Networks provides optimal secure remote working solution using Fortinet FortiClient platform. The Fortinet FortiClient helps protecting end users using not only VPN type of connection, but also various advanced endpoint security features, such as malware protection, application firewall, and web filtering, vulnerability scan, and so on. All endpoints are managed and deployed by centralized management point, FortiClient EMS. You will see FortiClient can help remote workers connected to corporate networks securely and protect end users from cyber threat by walking through today's live demo. Let me show you FortiClient EMS main dashboard. All right, this is the main dashboard of FortiClient EMS, so where your IT administrator can manage corporate end user centrally. Here under the group test, we see the test group. We see one end user PC is onboarded with the FortiClient EMS. Okay. You can run the antivirus scan from FortiClient EMS remotely or centrally. Also, you can patch about vulnerability of the user PC, or you can also receive logs from FortiClient, and or even you can quarantine remotely. So let me try the quarantine end user PCs that running FortiClient remote console. So I've just execute quarantine the end user PC. We are here, we see the now FortiClient, the remote console. So it's quarantine. So let me try to access any website to check Facebook. Let me check maybe another website. Okay, I think his website is now opening since quarantine. Let me try to ping maybe Google domain, DNS server, where we can't access. So let me back to FortiClient EMS now and unquarantine now. So here we unquarantines and back to the user PCs. So normally FortiClient needs time for telemetry synchronized interval time to get the order from coming from the FortiClient EMS. So the default interval is 1 minute. Now I think it's unquarantined, so we can access to Google the DNS through the internet, and then also we can access the internet from the end user PC. Let's back to the FortiClient EMS. From left-hand side, we see the many menus. So firstly, policy endpoint policy menu. And on policy menu, you can create and manage endpoint policies to assign profiles that you created, telemetry gateway list, and work groups. And from profile menu, you can configure and manage all setups from profile menu about FortiClient from endpoint profiles, the menu. I'm going to show you some major features with the FortiClient on our demo lab. We see FortiClient console from end user PC, and it shows main menu. So firstly, malware protection. FortiClient malware protection contains antivirus, anti-exploit, and cloud-based malware detection, and removable media access scan. Antivirus protection features detects infected files real-time and quarantines. You can also run virus scan from FortiClient EMS centrally or on FortiClient local. The cloud-based malware protection feature helps protect endpoints from high-risk file types from external resources, such as internet or network drives, by querying FortiGuard to determine whether files are malicious. Anti-exploit protects you endpoint against advanced threats, including zero-day attacks, which target application vulnerabilities that have yet to be discovered or patched. FortiClient controls access to removable media devices, such as USB drives. FortiClient can allow, block, or monitor access to removable media devices. Let's try out the antivirus protection features from this demo. From FortiClient EMS, from Qt client, the console, we see the antivirus protection is now on real-time protection. So here I'm now visiting the anti-malware testifier website. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to try to download a malicious file, and then we see how FortiClient antivirus protection features blocked and protect the user PC and the user PCs. So here you can see the pop-up menu is showing the virus alert and the status quarantine with the files that I just try to download it. Let's move back to FortiClient menu. Vulnerability scan checks endpoints for non-vulnerabilities. You can run the scan from like a FortiClient EMS centrally or FortiClient locally. It shows detected vulnerabilities categorized to each level, but you can go through the fix process by clicking the Fix Now button. Let me try the vulnerability scan from this time FortiClient EMS remotely. So here we have Windows 10 end user PCs registered with the FortiClient EMS, and then I'm going to do the vulnerability scan for this PC. So likewise, I said is after the port telemetry synchronized interval, the vulnerability scan is supposed to start. So we got now 10 seconds. All right, now syncing. Okay. I think it's supposed to start. Let me check one more time from the FortiClient. There is a little bit small gap because it remotely, the order is coming from remotely.
Yeah, usually it does take some time, doesn't it, Kay?
Yep.
Yeah. So, so I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very easy to use solution. So, whatever you see on the dashboard, the FortiClient EMS dashboard, whether it's assigning security profiles or selecting your users and assigning quarantine certain users, it's very easy and it's very straightforward at the end of the day, and that's why the solution is such a great solution. So as you can see, the telemetry is going on right now, and it's counting down, and I think yes. So
yeah, now starting scanning vulnerabilities. Yeah, thank you, Steve. Sometimes it's the order is there is some gap. It's a receiving order because this is our internal lab. There's some sometimes the network the stability has some problem. So now when I executed this vulnerability scan, now is the remote PC now starting scanning for vulnerabilities. So you see that the status from the screen, the duration, the step, signature search, and the vulnerability scan, the count. After finish of the vulnerability scan, it will show the result of the scanning result. So as you can see here is a 42 high vulnerabilities found. You can see the categorized depending on the criticals. I think this one is when I applied the second. I think is that just to finish there was the first of my order because as I mentioned there is a little bit gap from the network stability. This is now second order so that I just execute. Yeah. Anyway, after finish the vulnerability scans, we see the vulnerability scan the result, so we can check what kind of vulnerabilities the PCs has at the moment, and how to fix So from FortiClient EMS, you can also check from FortiClient EMS any kind of event about here, the right-hand side, you can see the antivirus event, web filter event, also vulnerability event. If you click the, for example, vulnerability event, there are 82 events. So you can also check from vulnerabilities, the category, the applications, severities, patch type, and yeah, and so on. And also, if we click the web filtering event, so you can see the message that which website is blocked. You can check. So firewall event as well, and so on. Yeah. Let's move on to now F filters. So F filter allows you to block, allow, warn, or monitor app traffic based on the URL category or custom URL filters. URL categorization is handled by the FortiGuard distribution network. So from FortiClient EMS, I set up the URL app filter to block any social media website or user media website. So we will see how FortiClient EMS web filter function works. So from we back to the client. So here, let's try to visit first YouTube, which is out of the two categories. So as you can see, we can access. And then if we try to website now, any social media website, for example, Instagram. So as you can see, the connection is not allowed to connect the website. Yep. And then maybe Facebook. Yeah, same. Facebook also social media, the categorized website. Let's try to this time access to any news media website, like for example, ABC News is blocked. Even like showing the pop-up message from Fortinet is a URL. This URL website is blocked by FortiClient. And also, what about maybe here from CNN News? Yeah, it's also blocked. So from FortiClient console, you can also check the result of web filter. From if we click here, here is the violations menu bottom. We see the URL, the website name and the category and the time, what time is it blocked, and the user as well. And also we, as I showed you from FortiClient EMS endpoint. So here, so if we click the web filtering event, you can see the just we show the which website we visited and it's blocked. The Instagram, Facebook, you can see. Yep. Let's move back to FortiClient console, the end user PC. So FortiClient support both IPsec and SSL VPN connections to your corporate network for remote access. Administrators can use FortiClient EMS to provision VPN configuration for FortiClient, and the endpoint users can configure your VPN connection using FortiClient. So here, we've got file server behind the FortiGate, our head-end the office. So from this end user PC, I'm going to connect to the client VPN and to try to download the file from the file server. Okay, I'm accessing the VPN connection. Oh, I think this is my credential. Okay, now it's accessing, it's connect. You can see our VPN connected to head end office. So let me. Actually, I'm running on my PC behind the FortiGate firewall. I'm running the FileZilla server as a file server. So yeah, let me try to ping to my PC from this remote PC. Yeah, I can ping to my PC now. So also I'm going to access the FTP server. Okay. Okay, it's log on. So we got some files in there. So let me try to just download one file, maybe test.mp4 file. Yep. Just any name, whatever. So now I'm downloading from my file server, which is now running my PC locally. So let's have a look from FortiGate, our head-end Office FortiGate firewall, to check the VPN status, the client VPN. Here monitor and IPsec monitor. So here we see there is one VPN client access, a Dialog Forti client from the remote PC. So we can also see the incoming data, the outbound data, because this PC is now downloading the file from the file server. And also just check IPsec download. Yeah, likewise, it's showing the status is now Dialog is up. Okay, let's go back. So I think it's the live demo is even the short time. I'm sorry, I really want to show it's like many features, but given limited times, I hope is you guys some got some good functions with the FortiClient EMS. So the live demo session is pretty much done. Yeah, so we will have the Q&A time now. Please ask us question on chat windows if you have any question about this solution. I will hand over the decision to my friend Steve. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, that is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so let me just reshare my screen. So just want to put something out there. Every time we do this webinar, which is every Friday, this is just one solution that just blows me away, because if you're running a business, whether it's a small, a medium, or a large business, and if you have got remote workers and you want to ensure endpoint security and you want to manage everything from a single dashboard that makes the life of your IT manager very easy, then you should be looking at this solution very seriously, because what this solution can do, no other solution out there can do it the way this solution does what it does. So yeah, that's just what I want to say. And so finally, we have come to the end of our live demo. And if you've got any questions, feel free to put them into the chat window from where we'll pick them up. So fire them away. Actually, yeah, I've got one question over here from one of our attendees. So it's basically, so the question is whether any other solution can do what this solution does. So, I mean, as I just mentioned, when it comes to integrating endpoint security with proper management, no other solution can do what the solution does. So it's time if you're running a business, it's time you consider something like the FortiClient solution. And this solution can definitely help your business go a long way in creating greater value for your customers. So I think that's pretty much it. We're a bit short on time today, so it doesn't look like we've got any more questions coming. So thank you, guys. We had a great webinar today, just like every other Friday. The only thing was that we had it today at 2 p.m. because of certain other issues. So that's why we couldn't conduct it today morning, and I apologize for that. So next Friday, we'll be back with this webinar, but we'll be hosting it at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope to see you guys next Friday. Until then, if you want to find out more about our products and services, you can always visit our website, sprintnetworks.com.au, or if you want to reach out to us, you can reach us at info@sprintnetworks.com. So that's it from both me and Kay Can here at Sprint Networks. See you all next Friday. Till then, take care and goodbye.